Last week, the San Francisco 49ers called and deliver a brotherly love beatdown. But will they lay the smack it down when Seattle comes to town? Welcome, everyone, to Gary Lamm. Main Event Mania! What to watch for? Live action, baby! And we are talking San Francisco 49ers, Seattle Seahawks, what to watch for. And I'm watching for this team. They are badass, but they can be overconfident. Will the 49ers have an overestimated sense of self? Going into Seattle, people say it's not a trap game. It's definitely a rivalry for Seattle. The script has flipped. They used to be whipping us. Now we're whipping them. Very easy to look back on what you did to Philly and look forward to Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. But check this out. We don't want to get too high on ourselves. We don't, we're bad. We bad. But you don't want to lead. You don't want to lead with your chin on this one. Because to be fair to Seattle, or to be fair to the Philadelphia Eagles, they are coming off a couple of games with a lot of snaps. No excuses. Because the same thing happened to the 49ers when they went on a rainy Cleveland day and got upset by the Browns. And I will be very upset if the 49ers don't handle business in Seattle. They should handle business. But we can't get overconfident. We can't look ahead because the Ravens are another one of those teams with a good defense and a running quarterback. It's going to take some brains. Just like it was to beat the Eagles. You're going to have a strategy. You're going to have to stick to it. And you just whooped on Seattle a week before. We can't get overinflated. We can't walk in there with our jock straps and just lay him in the middle of the field. We got to play our game. We got to play our game. We got to learn our lesson for early in the season. And we're going to have to go out there and do it without Eric Armstead, who's having a fantastic season. I'll get more into that. But watch for the 49ers to stand on business, as the kids say. I don't know how they sign it. I love that you're using sign language, America. Good job, children. Good job, young people. Learn that ASL, American Sign Language. Let's stand on business. But this is a business, someone's entered. This is a business meeting. The 49ers have to stand on business. They have to stick to business. They can't get too high because what's motivating them, that number one seed, is still out there. Bonus what to watch for. Soak it in, man. You're going to have San Francisco 49er fans cheering for the Dallas Cowboys. How about them Cowboys? We're cheering for Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys, and I guarantee you, if it was Emmitt Smith and Michael Irvin and Troy Aikman and Woodson and Lett and Haley, we damn sure would not be cheering for them. The reason why we can cheer for the Cowboys, and I'm doing what I told the 49ers not to do, we don't sweat them. We don't sweat the boys, baby, because we them boys. And that's just facts. I'm going to call it like I see it. I love Micah Parsons. I like CeeDee Lamb. Blah, blah, blah. But we own the Cowboys. We don't sweat the boys. That may bite us later on, but I'll look at that down the line. What we want is that number one spot. That number one seed is out there. If Dallas can stand on business and handle business, watch 49er fans cheering for Cowboy fans. It's like snow in July. It's like a drought on Christmas. It's like no hot cocoa for Santa. Watch for that with that number one seed is out there. That is a motivation for the 49ers to handle business at home in Seattle. Next on the agenda, number 2. Watch for Brock Purdy to continue to make it look too easy. The man just does his job. Watch for him to play the game in front of him. He gets criticized for not being a great athlete. Meanwhile, the guy can move. He has a quick burst, a Russell Wilson-like burst. And he's stolen the ball like Drew Brees. Look, he ain't going to run like Lamar. He ain't powerful like Jalen Hurts. But the dude can move, and he's tough. He took a big hit, ran off an Eagle defender who I will not name. The dude is tougher than you think. He may not have, that 99-mile-an-hour fastball, but he can get it over and under. That's arm talent right there. Look for Brock to do what he's got to do. Just Brock. Don't worry about what people say. If you ain't got to throw deep, don't throw deep. If the guy's right in front of you, throw it right in front of you. Do not worry about the MVP. That'll come because you'll overcome the haters. That'll be your story. All right? I don't want to worry about the MVP. I'm not worried about throwing the ball deep because you can do that. I'm definitely damn sure not worried about wearing your hat backwards. And definitely not worried about doing it on your own. Do you know what they call players who do it on their own in a team sport? Losers. Losers. That's Jordan Poole right now. Football is a team game. And as a quarterback, you got to keep a lot of people happy. Right now, Brock Purdy, he's Papa. He's Father Santa Claus. He got mouths to feed. He's got to keep Kittle, Debo, Ayuk, McCaffrey, Juwan Jennings. These guys are all ballers. Brandon Ayuk is in a contract year. There's only one ball and like 27 passes. I don't know the stat, but it feels like, 49ers throw about 27 passes a game. That's just, whatever, plus or minus, rarely 30. Because we're a run team. Run CMC. Yeah, you know me. Somehow this guy, Mr. Irrelevant, this unassuming looking kid with his hat backwards is keeping a lot of people happy. Stars. Some bullies. We got some bullies on this team. Juwan Jennings, he's mean. George Kittle, don't let the smooth taste fool you. T-Bro, you already know. And maybe the main man, number one killer, Trent Williams. The guy survived cancer. He ain't blocking for no jabroni. You keep your boys happy. You got a tough enough job. F. Cowherd, F. that, I don't even want to name losers' names who talk about my team. All right? And I'm talking about international loser. I'm not talking about Grant Cohn. I like Grant Cohn. I like his analysis. But I'm not Mr., my buddy Larry Kruger either. I love Larry. I believe in Brock, but I believe, in honest analysis. And I think the guy's doing good. But your main job, Brock, just get the job done. Play the game in front of you. Don't let people psych you out. Hey, if you got a jump shot and someone asks you to go drive the hoop, don't let them do it. Or if you could take a rack on someone and they say you can't shoot, no. You play your game. Play your game because they're trying to psych you out. Don't get psyched out. But Brock is mentally tough. Look for him to stay that way. And like I said, and this is the Grant Cohn too. Do you know what they call team players, especially leaders, quarterbacks, point guards who try to do it all on their own? Losers, because you can't win that way Ain't no one ever did it. Macho swig! Oh, yeah! All right. That being said, the 49ers made their hay and their pay. Short passing game to Debo. He sliced them up. Watch for Seattle to plan against that. And this game, hey, they might make Brock try to beat him deep. May not work. The Eagles don't have the same pass rush. I mean, Seattle doesn't have the same pass rush that the Eagles do. But you can't just get sliced in the short passing game. And watch for overall. From now on, Pete Carroll, Harbaugh, everyone the 49ers face from now to the end of the year. Everybody. They are going to try to find the blueprint to beat the 49ers. Because I don't have it. I've come on here many times. Like, okay, I would try to make Brock Purdy beat you in the pocket because people underestimate his legs. And he has to learn to step up and instead of turning, getting back and spinning around. It's beyond my ass. But there's a lot of people who put a lot of time and a lot of sacrifice and are real smart who are trying to find the blueprint to slow down that 49ers offense. Like I said, watch for Seattle to try to, stop that short passing game. But here's it, and the Seattle, we talked about it 2 weeks ago. Seattle definitely has the corners potentially to do that. And maybe you can slow down Brandon Ayuk with a top corner. Bonus, watch for him to continue to improve. But here's the deal. It's really hard to stop the 49ers by putting a guy in them. Like Charvarius Ward is probably going to took on A.J. Brown. Well, because of the way Debo, Ayuk, and Kittle, they're so interchangeable, they can line up anywhere. And I'm sure Ayuk could do this too. But really, Debo, it's hard to stop him by putting a cornerback on him because he can line up anywhere in the backfield. Same with Metcalf. Same with Kittle. Kittle not so much in the backfield, but he could. Okay? And he's such a force in the blocking game. You got to worry about him. You got to worry about where he's lined up. In the pass block and run block game, and you got Shanahan, that's totally his bag. And you got, you hear stories about, sorry, did I say Metcalf? I said CMC, who can, is versatile, obviously, in the backfield like Debo. They're interchangeable. They have different strengths and weaknesses, different styles, but it's hard to just stop them. It's hard to line up, with your front four, or put five in the box, or what the hell 10 or whatever in the box to stop McCaffrey, because now you got some big dudes. All of a sudden he's running. No one could slow him down. So that's like, it's going to be hard. So, but look for Seattle to counter. Look for maybe Brock might have to beat him deep. But look for Brock. Like I said, Brock's going to play his game to do what he's going to do. But from now on, watch for teams overall to try and find the blueprint to beat the 49ers. It's going to be real, real tough. And I don't know what it is. All right. Talked about the blueprint. Like I said, maybe it's making Brock throw deep. Maybe it's doing like what the 49ers did, containing with the 49ers of the Eagles. Maybe it's containing Brock in the pocket, because you're gonna have to. Everyone's messing around and finding out. Brock, not just a runner, but he's getting better moving around in the pocket. He's slippery. He slips. He slides. He's got good feet. And he gets that ball out. That guy, he's tougher than you think. I can't remember even Colin Kaepernick ever taking a hit and throwing a ball. Jimmy was tough in the pocket, but Brock seems to know how to get that ball off. How many times you seen Brock like this? Scares the heck out of me with that elbow, but he gets that ball off and takes a licking, man. He's great in the pocket. But maybe it's time for teams to really plaster on receivers, give them time. I don't think that's going to work, but maybe put a lot of leave your players a secondary, rush 4, and make Brock get it through tight windows instead of over and under. Give him time and not give him lanes to run in. The B gaps. Now I sound like Larry Krueger. I'm not that deep. I don't go that deep. Or, I don't know. What scares me is if I'm another team, I want to see Sam Darnold. We're talking about the blueprint. I think the blueprint is what the hell the Eagles did last year. Literally, just knock Brock Purdy out. The good news is people don't give him credit. But the bad news is what really beats the 49ers to rattle Brock Purdy. It's going to be harder and harder to do. The guy is tough. He's only human. That's what I would do. All right, that's the 49ers are so interchangeable. Kyle Shanahan is so sharp. He's improved as a young man, a young coach. He is making great adjustments in the game. His initial script didn't work. Brock's initial play didn't work against Philly. But damn, they figured it out. Good job on the Niner defense, keeping it close. But it wasn't close. It was 6 straight touchdowns. Great initial. Like Brock and Kyle are known as hot starters, but man, they're both adjusting. And what it's going to come down to, what scares the hell out of me. But if I'm getting in the shoes, if I'm empathizing, if I'm reading the other defensive coordinator's mind, the blueprint to beat the 49ers, watch for dudes to start taking shots on Brock. And I'm not going to like it. Which leads me, watch for the 49ers offensive line. Continued progress. Trent Williams, always a stud. Aaron Banks is back. Brendel, undersized against Davis and Carter against the Eagles. Great job. McKivitz, pretty good. Spencer Burford, I was kind of questioning why he's starting. I like him, but he didn't have a bad game against Philly. Watch for the 49ers offensive line, continued improvement. But I don't know how many times I've come on and said, watch for Spencer Burford. My man, I am rooting for you. I am on your side. This is tough love. Just give me a game without a penalty, bro. Give me a game, Spencer, without a penalty. I believe you can do it. Shanahan believes in you. Defensive line coach Forrester believes in you. I believe in you. Let's get a game without a defensive penalty. Let's go. All right. I'm really looking forward to what I'm watching for, the rematch. Charvarius Ward, defensive back 49ers versus wide receiver DK Metcalf. It all started this tremendous, super pursuit mode, turbo edition of the 49er defense. It started with, I think, when Charvarius traveled with DK Metcalf. But, DK Metcalf, he whines a little bit, but that dude's a tough guy, big, strong guy, that's for sure. It wouldn't surprise me if Metcalf, got a big play or two on Charvarius. You can only, go to that so often. But if Ward stands out again, I'll be really impressed. Because that'll be Metcalf, A.J. Brown, and Metcalf again. That'll be impressive, and I'll be like, man, this Tavarius Ward, he was worth the money. That'll be impressive, and maybe the only weapon that'll scare me out there is Tyreek Hill, and we won't have to face them for a while. So watch that matchup. This may be the matchup of the game. Javarius Ward versus DK Metcalf, and these guys like to fight. So the game within the game. DK Metcalf versus the 49ers, Javarius Ward. It's going to look like a little bit of offensive line work. There'll be a lot of hand action. Maybe a penalty, maybe a little grab in the face mask, maybe some fists, but please no more ejections and no suspensions to Javarius. All right, second biggest matchup. Geno Smith versus the 49ers defensive line. Geno Smith was sacked 6 times 2 weeks ago in Seattle. Will Pete Carroll have an answer to protect his QB? Or will Geno Smith get flustered again under the 49ers pressure? Which I wouldn't blame him. If you don't got Metcalf, Lockett's not having a great year for the Seahawks. He's been on my fantasy team, I know. He's always beat me as a 49er fan. But now they have him in fantasy. He's worthless. Thanks a lot. Seattle. That's why I can't stand you. That's why the 49ers will not have a letdown, because I can't stand Seattle, and they hate us. Merry Christmas. But staying on the line, the 49ers want to feast on Geno Smith. They seem like they got a game plan. How's Pete Carroll going to counter? Seattle's coming off a loss. They are 6-6 tied with the Rams. They need this game. They cannot lose Geno Smith mentally. They have to leave this game believing in their quarterback, or they're in some big trouble. So Pete Carroll, your coaching staff, got to figure it out, because Geno did not look good. This is facial expressions, body language. He just looked pretty beat up playing the 49ers. Let's see how he bounces back. Watch that matchup. It's going to be interesting. Let's go to the interior line. Just break down a little bit. Eric Armstead is out. He was injured. He had a plantar fasciitis, knee. But thanks, bro. Big thumbs up to Eric Armstead for playing against Philly. We needed you in that game. But I'm watching for, hey, what's Javon Kinlaw going to give me on the inside of tackle? Kevin Givens, he's always stepped it up. We hear a lot about Kalia Davis, number 93. I've heard about him. I was like, who's that number 93 with the sack? We hear a lot about the big 300-pounder. It's a good time to see the reserves. All right, let's go to the outside. Let's go to the ends, right? Bosa and Chase Young, they're irreplaceable, but maybe now's the time to limit the snaps a little bit. And we got Randy Gregory and Kalia Davis, but I've been since the draft, I was like, hey, give me a brain dead pass rusher. Just get in. I'm not saying Robert Beal Jr. is brain dead, but I want to see you, bro. You've been injured. That was my draft hope. And I want to see what Robert Beal Jr.'s got. Got a quick 40 time, quick get off, so they say. But so far, you're just a rumor. It's like Santa Claus. Does he exist or not? Robert Beal Jr., you're off the IR. I think from now on, and I've been watching for you all year. It's like the Great Pumpkin. They didn't show up. Maybe because I didn't believe. Maybe I wasn't sincere. But I believe in you now. Robert Beal Jr., I'm waiting for you like Santa to come through. Number 55, let's see if he gets some snaps. You got to keep Bosa fresh. You got to keep all, I said it ad nauseum about CMC, McCaffrey. they'll never listen to me. And by the way, Elijah Mitchell, running back, 49ers, he's on the injured list. So watch for that. I don't even know what's wrong with him. I don't even want to look because I really respect Elijah Mitchell. The guy never fumbled in college or the pros. Rule number 1, hold the ball, fall forward, get what you can. He's looked better. We just cut Ty Davis Price. He's on the practice squad. I just hope Elijah Mitchell stays healthy. Every time we cut a running back, someone gets hurt. So I just say your prayers and watch for the health of the running back. All right, and I gotta let's just stay negative real quick. Every time I see a number 10 returning kicks, especially a young player, I get nervous. Ray McLeod, get well soon. My buddy, number 10, Bell. He's a rookie. Maybe one scary thing that happened in that game. Muffed the punt, went out of bounds, didn't cost us a thing. I get nervous when I see a number 10 back there. It was nice seeing Debo returning kicks. But you save that for big games. You save that for the Eagles. You save that for Dallas. You save that for the playoffs. You save it for the Super Bowl. But Ray, come back soon because outside of Debo, I don't want anyone else returning punts. And I'm sure Bell will get better. I'm sure whoever, Ronnie, I believe in you, man. I don't want to. We already got a rookie kicker. I don't want to lose a Super Bowl over a rookie kicker. Definitely not over a young returning guy without experience. Watch the injury report. Say your prayers for Ray McLeod because I want him healthy. All right. Let's get back to the defense. Let's get to the secondary. Watch for continued improvement of Ambry Thomas. He's had ups and downs, but he is physically the prototype cornerback for the San Francisco 49ers. Height, weight, speed, aggression. Steve Wilkes has been great for him, our defensive coordinator. But watch for Seattle to test him. If there's a weak link in the chain, the least experienced guy, the guy who has been beat sometimes, it's been Ambry Thomas. Watch for Lockett or whoever Travis Ward is not, Travaris Ward is not guarding. Watch for Ambry Thomas to get attacked. That's what Seattle should do. He's delivered. He's a physical specimen. Seattle has good weapons or good receivers. But this is time. Watch for Ambry Thomas to get tested. Staying in the secondary, I love what I see out of our young defensive backs, corners, Womack and Luter on secondary. I want to see if the 49ers lay the smack down on Seattle. I want to see more. I want to see more out of Luter and Womack. Maybe they'll make an appearance. Isaiah Oliver. I have really given him a hard time, but he played some backup safety late in the game, and I have no analytics, no metrics to back this up. But just what I see about him, just my feeling, I feel like he'd be okay as a safety. And I don't mind him as a backup safety. He's made an interception this year. He seems to do pretty well in the run game. He's not, he's not everywhere. He's not like Demo Lenore is. But I have a feeling, maybe, not like Merton. I'm not going to compare him to Merton Hanks, but he has that kind of lengthy, that size. He's not afraid to get in there in the run game. And, we have Gibson and Jair Brown. I like both of those guys. But I know the Niners signed a safety, but I'm looking for good things. If Isaiah Oliver stepped up, salute to you to step up at a backup safety position in this game against the last game against the Eagles. I just got a good feeling for him there because the main reason I didn't like him is that he got burnt like toast. It's just like if he's even, the other dude is leaving, and they way out of here. Like a Barry Bonds home run. It's in the water. But I see you, Isaiah Oliver. You stepped in at safety. I appreciate that. I'm wishing you well at that position. None of our safeties are fast. All right. And looking forward to watching Timo Lenore make his presence felt in the nickel back. He did it last week on DeAndre Smith with a big time smack, baby. Woo! That was an old Ronnie Lott woo hit. Boy. Yeah, Timo Lenore earned his spot as just the outside corner. And he's kind of doing this switching back and forth stuff. Going from the nickel to the outside corner, but it's working. That's the way to use him. It's a big load on a younger player without a lot of experience, but he's getting more experience. The more he does it, I think the more we're going to see kaboom! And if the 49ers was lacking, the 49ers defense was lacking anything, it's that presence over the middle where, boom, where guys are dropping balls because they're scared they're going to lose their head over the middle. Everybody saw that Timo Lenore hit. He has a shifty body. Excuse me. Oh, yeah. Take a second swig of the macho water. Oh, yeah. But, yeah, I'm looking forward to more plays like that from Timo Lenore. The nickel linebackers, they usually guard the slot receiver. They're in that middle. It's like a linebacker kind of position, kind of hybrid. I like Demo there. He is made for that. He has the attitude. And just, I know he was played, off. The coaches had him play off early in his career because that's, you don't, as a defensive coordinator, you don't want to get beat deep because of an inexperienced player. But don't forget, first training camp for Timo Lenore, I don't know what receiver, he punked out and got an interception. Deion Sanders was all over it in the commentary. He likes bump and run. He likes physicality. And I think Ambry Thomas, Javarius Ward, Timo Lenore, one of the big turnarounds in their game is that they earn the trust of Steve Wilks to play aggressive. I think that suits them. That suits their personality. So I expect more of this aggression from Timo Lenore, which leads me to Jair Brown, first pick of the 49ers, rookie safety. Bruh, I want to see that physicality in the second level in the secondary, go to the next level. I think Jair Brown is going to bring that impact. It takes a while to get your field legs. Jair Brown has a couple games under his belt. Sooner or later, watch for that guy to detonate on somebody. He already has a pick. He's a ball magnet. Once he gets adjusted, it gets used to the defense. It's his field legs there. I know he was inspired by Demo. Once he gets settled on most of the time knowing where he's supposed to be, he's going to be up on a receiver. That's my expectation. That's what I'm watching for. Watch for Jair Brown to lay the smackdown. Maybe against Seattle. We'll see. All right. Bonus what to watch for. Colin Cowherd. I think in good fun. Kind of, I don't know. Kind of, we'll say trolled our boy Brock talking about his hat being backwards. And whatever. All right. Watch for all the 49ers. Bonus what to watch for. I'm hearing rumors a lot of 49ers are having their boys Rocks back. Watch for a lot of backward caps. Backward baseball caps on the 49ers because they have their boys back. And watch for me soon. God bless you. Keep it real. Keep it clean. And for Panda. And all the Gary Lamm Main Event Maniacs. Thanks for watching. See you Sunday. God bless you. Say bye, Panda. Bye, Panda.